Hi guys, Giselle Trujillo here, and I feel I have to do right by this. So, 5 years ago, let's see, 5 years ago, I posted a video on my YouTube channel titled Possum with Rabies. I've had 2.6 thousand reviews and I've had 15 comments. Now, I'm still getting comments as far as newest first. Let's see. As far as 3 days ago, people saying, Suzanne, oops, let's see. Sorry guys, I'm actually doing this as we speak. So let's see all the comments here. Okay, so there were 5 likes. Anyways, so I've had people leaving me comments, some mean ones, some nice ones, some instructive ones. Guys, I didn't post that video to cause any harm to the possum community. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anyone. Gosh, I had no idea the possum even had such a serious community, but apparently they do. And they're here to protect them, and I thank you for being so honest with me. But the truth is that I meant no harm. I just was literally just posting a video, and I had no idea that it would be such turmoil for the possum community. And I'm here to do things right. You know, I'm not, I would appreciate everyone's educational comments, kind of educating me and letting me know what's up, but I don't appreciate those crazy comments trying to offend me and da 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 da. And it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter, to each their own. So here's the deal. I'm trying to pull up my video. I'm not really that great with YouTube, but as we chat right here, right now, where's my video? There it is. Possum with rabies, 5 years ago. Now let's look at the 15 comments that I've gotten. So, Laura, 5 months ago, possums generally don't get rabies. In fact, I don't see anything unusual. It isn't stumbling or falling, and they will often come out during the day. Just one for a walk looking for food. Okay, thank you, Laura. I appreciate you educating me a little bit in a very, you know, respectful matter, Laura. Thank you very much. Um, I hit like, and I think I commented. Thank you. I had no idea. I mean, I literally walked out of my side door, and it was coming out of our shed, and I watched it for about 10 minutes prior to pulling out my camera phone and recording it and saying, oh my God, it was stumbling, it was dazed and confused. And, we were kind of scared. We didn't know. We assumed it had rabies by the way it was acting. But then again, like, you guys, maybe someone, okay, so here are the other comments about this. John Parton, 2 weeks ago, before you assume that possums get rabies, please do a thorough review about the facts before you would name this video Possum with Rabies. Just saying. Again, I hit like, and I sent John Parton I said thank you. I left a comment. John, I'm sorry. You're right. I should have done more research, and I did assume that it had rabies because of the ways that it was behaving and acting. Again, you guys, I'm so sorry that this possum community has taken this to heart. What I'm going to try to do to accommodate my, I guess, my lack of knowledge is I'm gonna try to change the title on it. But this was 5 years ago, guys. I mean, pardon my ignorance, but I really don't. I'm apologizing to those who are very sensitive to all animals, as I am, but this was clearly, at that time, my partner that I was with, he's very knowledgeable on wild animals and animals, and you know he's grown up in that environment, and he's not a hunter, but he certainly, you know I think my guys had just finished cutting our grass and manicuring our landscape, but we all saw it. I saw it, and I was just like, oh my god, we definitely thought it was sick and ill by the looks of it. Again, that video is a little bit old and not as 100% clear, and it was on my phone at that time, so it really wasn't. It looked really not well, guys, to be fair to my ignorance, according to you guys. um it was I feel like my assumption was kind of on point just by the way it really looked. And I'm out there. I used to be out there all the time in our woodshed. um it was our first time seeing it coming out, and it was coming in and out. It was very confused, and I don't know, it was just very. My assumption was that it was ill and it was sick, and the only thing that made sense was kind of rabies. We That was in state of New York, and we had a lot of wild animals. We had rapes, mice, deer, ticks everywhere, all kinds of stuff. So it is in the wild, basically, on our property, and that was my clear assumption, my intelligent assumption. So again, I apologize. I really do. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that you guys feel offended by my title. I apologize. Here we go. Here's another. There are 15 comments. It's not that much. Emojine Cargo. I don't know. Am I even saying that right? Except this person says, except it's nearly impossible for opossums to get rabies. But okay, it's rare for them to be awake during the day, but it's not impossible. Sometimes they get disturbed while sleeping and have to move. But you're more likely to get rabies from a fucking fish that they are to get it at all. Their body temperature is lower than other animals, and it's very difficult for the virus to infect them. Stop spreading fake shit about a very beneficial and beautiful species. Whoa. Emojine Cargo. Well, I apologize about that. I'm getting mixed reviews here, you guys. I'm getting that it's normal for them to be up at that time, and it's not normal for them, or rare. I don't know. Suzanne Tavel, 3 days ago, and we are in June 2021, and this was 5 years ago. This lady, or this person, says possums don't get rabies. Again, thank you, Suzanne Tavel. I left your comment. Thank you. Okay. Um, and Cabo Sumama Dodge. Cabo Sumama Dodge. This was 6 days ago. Can you delete this vid? This is highly misleading and unfair to opossums who rarely, if ever, get rabies. Okay, I have yet to go down the list and leave people likes, dislikes, and comments, and I will. Cabo Sumama, I'm sorry you feel this way. I'm getting mixed reviews, you guys. No, I'm not gonna delete this video. I apologize. It's one out of millions of videos out there. I'm not purposely, intentionally hurting anyone with my title, but I guess some people feel uncomfortable about it. And again, I apologize. I'm not deleting the video. This was something that happened. and something that I wanted to share with the YouTube community. As you can see, I have bare minimum on my channel. I don't have lots of subscribers. I'm not a YouTuber or anything like that. This was just like a wild video. It was wild for me to see the way the animal was acting and the way it was behaving. It just seemed really unusual. Um, okay, so Christopher Nava 3 years ago. Don't prove. Well, let me see. Christopher Nava 3 years ago said that don't prove it have rabies. Okay, Christopher, you're right. It doesn't prove it has rabies or it had rabies. But again, this was in my backyard. This was something unusual for us to see in the middle of the day, and the way it was acting. You guys are catching maybe the last few seconds of his existence in my eyes, you know. So prior to that, we had been watching it for quite a few minutes, and it was really acting weird meaning um you know, like not normal, pacing back and forth, going in and out. It was acting really strange. If it was fetching food, I would expect it to go out, you know, without any fear. This is not like the jungle, you know. We have animals, and most of the animals are in their natural ambiance. Um, so I don't know. This is why I came to that. On my perspective, I feel it was an intelligent um, you know, an intelligent theory for me, you know, to it was an intelligent assumption for me to assume that it had rabies, because it just didn't act like it would be in its natural environment. So again, I don't know what happened. There's a ton more. I only read a few. You guys, I appreciate, you know, your comments, and I thank those who are very respectful, and those who are not as well. I thank you for coming onto my channel and leaving these reviews and these comments. Again, I just wanted to address this and be as kind as possible and respectful as possible to the opossum community, or the possum community. I'm sorry if I've offended anyone. It wasn't my intention. This was a video that I shot 5 years ago outside of my house, in my backyard, and to my intelligent assumption, it was acting very strange. It was acting weird. It was acting all like, you know, it was very strange. So I've watched videos of possums and opossums in their normal environment acting normal. Um, and this one didn't seem that normal. You guys did get a last few minutes glimpse of my recording, you know, and my documentation. Perhaps if I would have gotten the whole entire footage, I don't know, maybe others will say otherwise. But the problem here is that I'm getting mixed reviews. If you guys, before you leave a comment, read all there's not that many reviews. I mean, this is a very small channel. It's only 15 reviews. I'm getting mixed reviews. So I would kindly appreciate if someone with high knowledge on regarding possums, opossums, can actually leave a very scientific, you know, maybe a few lines of fact. I've looked it up, and I am getting mixed reviews, and I'm not putting, you know, the video down. I can try to maybe change the title if that's permissible on YouTube after 5 years. I can try to do that to accommodate some of yous, but it's not a promise. So I just want someone that's highly educated on opossums and possums, and let me know, A, do they get rabies or not? Because I'm getting mixed comments here. And two, from your expertise, did this opossum possum have rabies or not? Is this are there any characteristics that would line up with my assumption? Please let me know. Please let me know. But don't leave me comments like they don't get rabies ever. They never get rabies, but occasionally, and they do get rabies. You know, that's mixed. And again, I apologize for any misunderstanding, and if I've hurt anyone from these beautiful animals. You know, it wasn't done intentionally. It was something that I posted 5 years ago, and regardless whether it was a year ago, a day ago, 100 years ago, 99 years ago, who cares? It doesn't matter. The content was, I was sharing something with you guys that I wanted to share, and apparently some have well received it, some have not, some try to educate me, and that's good. I welcome everyone's feedback and everyone's comment, but I just want someone with someone that has studied the possums and opossums really really well and is educated on these animals. Let me know, please comment below. um you know, I'm gonna be coming up with more content soon. I know my channel is not as what do you say, up to date and stuff, but you know, whatever comes from me comes from the heart. So again, I apologize to the possum opossum community. Um, love you guys, whether you were nice or not nice. Um, and please comment below. Thank you for all those who left the comments. Please educate me and everyone else that's left comments on there so we have a clearer understanding for the near future. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. This is again Giselle Trujillo. You're on my channel. Feel free to subscribe. It would help me a whole lot, and like this video. um and I'll see you next time. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Ciao, ciao.